Hey everybody, sorry for the delay. We had some internet issues going on. Hello.
Hey.
How are you? Can you see me?
Let me see if I can get it.
Yay! Hi Tasha. Happy No Superwoman Sunday. Welcome to the Lovescope edition. I need to look that up and see if that's an actual thing, so I can copyright it.
Nice.
Lovescope. Welcome everybody. Mr. Ric Swiner is here. Hi, Teen Fest. Hi, Donna Maria. Hi, Joyce. Come on in.
Good afternoon.
So, I woke up this morning. So, I knew our anniversary was coming. Hi, Auntie Judy. I knew our anniversary was coming, but it kind of snuck up on me this last week. So, I woke up this morning to my wonderful husband making a post and putting our one of our beautiful wedding photos up, which is really nice. It's Rick. It's here. He's here. Donna Maria.
Hey. Donna Maria.
Hey guys. Hey Judy. Hey, how are you? Hashtag Ric Swiner. Welcome. So this guy puts up one of our wedding photos. You know, Facebook always, encourages you to share the memories and all that. So he put that up and said it was the best day of his life, which was very nice. Which then reminded me that tomorrow is our 7th year anniversary, right?
Anniversary, yeah.
7th year wedding anniversary. Yeah. But we've actually been together for a decade now.
Yeah, 10 years.
Man, we were young whippersnappers. Hey!
Happy 7. Thank you. Thank you.
We have some veterans on here. Donna Maria and Mr. Linus and Judy and Bat have been together for many, many years. So y'all have to, y'all have to give us some points on how to keep it going. 18 years, that's right. Donna Maria, what is your key? 24. Judy, what's your key to a long, living, happy marriage? If you had to name your one tip, I would say for us so far it would be just laugh all the time. Just laugh, right?
Absolutely.
Keep it lighthearted. I mean, work and life. Hello. Work. Hi, Wanda. Work and life and stress and all that stuff. Yeah, all that stuff is going to be serious and heavy all the time. So, try to keep your home life as filled with laughter and as lighthearted as possible, right?
I agree.
Yeah. What would you do?
There we go. I couldn't. You all in the building.
Technical. Always.
Hey, no,
Thanks for inviting followers, Tasha. What would your tip be for? Well, first of all, I guess I should ask you: have we been happy and satisfied and fulfilled and joyful and all that?
Absolutely.
And, okay, it's not just me. Okay,
No,
I didn't want to speak for him.
No. I've been peachy.
Good.
It's been fantastic. It's been fantastic.
What do you think? What do you think the best, the most important thing about staying happy and all that is for other people?
I think understanding that marriage is a serious thing, but not taking it too seriously. Mm-hmm. And so what I mean by that is, we have fun, we enjoy each other's company.
But I don't. Followers, Wanda.
Yeah, I don't subscribe to the theory of
authenticity.
Mm-hmm. Yes, absolutely. Authenticity is a great way to describe it. I don't subscribe to the theory of having to constantly repair your marriage. If you've got to keep your marriage in a constant state of repair, then that means there's something inherently broken in that marriage. So I always liken it to, you go out and spend a whole bunch of money on a fancy car.
Donna Maria's agreeing with me.
Yeah. If you go spend a whole bunch of money on a fancy car and it stays in the shop, you didn't buy a luxury vehicle, you bought a lemon. Doesn't matter how pretty it looks, doesn't matter how much money you spent on it, doesn't matter about the tint on the windows and the rims on the wheels. At the end of the day, you should be able to actually enjoy your marriage more so than having to constantly work at it.
Yeah, got some hearts on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and hopefully you picked the right kind of mate. Sometimes it's almost too late once you get married and then you realize, as Judy says, supporting her husband. Good.
That's right.
Good. And hopefully he supports you too, equally, right? So, the most important, for my single folks out there is to make sure you're picking the right mate, because trying to put lipstick on the pig and dress it up later is a little too, you're late in the game if you're trying to do that. It's hard to do. So
I tried it one time. I tried it before.
Whoops.
It did not work.
Whoops.
Hashtag did not work.
Starter wife.
Yeah. So it happens. It happens. But
keep your mouth shut, Judy. Don't even start, Judy. She'll put all kinds of angry faces and fists. Donna Maria did well.
Well, I mean, but but it boiled down to thinking that it was supposed to be like it looked great on paper.
Judy was about to get crunk. Don't do it, Judy. No, let the past be in the past. So keep it positive.
This is Love Day. This is Love Day. This is Valentine's extended. So keep it popping.
The truth will set you free.
But so the bottom line is you have to be able to enjoy each other's company, be friends first. Yes, absolutely, Judy. And I had to move on.
Been there, done that. That's right.
But you have to be friends first, I think, because honestly, I enjoy spending time with my wife more than anybody else, and because of that, we have now been able to attract other couples that we spend a lot of our time with because we're all like-minded. So it's hard for me to be best friends with a guy who hates his wife or who is single and is out doing single man things
in the streets.
Yeah, because that's not me. I have responsibilities to my marriage, and that's important to me. So I can't cultivate those types of relationships. And I'm not, this is just for me personally, so I'm not saying there's anything wrong if your husband likes to go to the standing poker game every week or whatever.
Well, I was going to say, how do you feel about, boys' night and girls' night out?
I have no problem with it in theory, but for me, my preference.
No screets.
Right. That's right. That's just never my thing.
Been there, done that.
I'm a homebody by nature, I think. And so for me, one of the things we said 5 years ago when we moved into this house, we wanted to build a house that was going to be a place we could enjoy. Not just a place we rest our heads. So for me, I have no problem with boys' night out, girls' night out. If you want to go out with the girls and hang out, that's fine. But it's typically with girls girls who know me, or vice versa. So you don't have to worry about what I'm doing when I'm out and vice versa. When you want to go out with the girls, I know who you're going with, and I know that based on everything I know of them, I don't have any concerns about them going out and getting crazy.
Yeah.
And doing anything that's going to reflect negatively.
Hi, Kendra. How are you?
Thank you so much.
So he's making some good points. So, having your girls' night out, being with your boys, doing your thing is great. It's actually, necessary at times because you need that camaraderie, same-sex kind of information, complaint, do whatever you want to do and get that stuff out so you can go home and be lighthearted again. But, having a weekly thing where I'm going out to the club or we're going and doing single lady things it's weird now. And I often, I'm not a single lady. Well, I mean, single lady things like, going to the club or going and drinking at the bar, that kind of a thing. I'm really not as much into on a frequent basis for many reasons. Number one, like you said, we try to keep this as the not the party house, but the get together house. So case in point, my girl Margot, I don't know if she'll pop up on here, but we were thinking about going out and doing something fun and celebrating, the fact that, hi, Dr. B. I passed my boards and we're like, yeah, girl, we're going to go out and dance and all that. We ended up staying right here on this couch upstairs. Ric Swiner made margaritas and we watched reruns on TV.
Parks and Rec.
That could be because we're maybe a little old too.
Correct.
But I can only speak for myself. I'm getting a little bit older and we were sleepy. But I was gonna do it. I was gonna drink some coffee. I was gonna man up and I was gonna do it. But we were just as comfy and laughing and having as much fun. Thanks for sharing on the couch as anywhere. So I mean, it is what it is. Yeah, we still enjoyed ourselves. Mark and I were still able to do our little girl talk and all that. But
But you can do it in slippers, right?
Yeah.
You do it in slippers on the couch. By the way, I'm wiping my forehead feverishly because I'm fresh out the shower. I didn't have time to even put pants on, so...
Wait a minute, you do have pants?
I'm just kidding.
Don't do that.
I'm not sweating.
That is just not what the Lovescope is for.
That's fine.
It's a totally different understanding of Lovescope.
Gotcha. I didn't know.
Thank you, Lakeisha. Way too much, Maria.
Sorry.
That's what we're talking about.
I do have on
Keep it
pants
like he does have on pants here, people.
So I'm fresh out the shower. That's why I keep wiping it because I'm sweating.
But anyway, yes, have your... same gender type get together so you can do your thing. Because, women understand certain things about women that men may not necessarily and vice versa.
It's a lot.
But then I often, he could attest to this. I'll often be out with the girlfriends or out with a girlfriend hanging out and I'm texting him like, oh, you should have seen, were people watching and it was so funny. So,
Meanwhile, I'm at home like, boo-boo, go have fun so I can watch the game. Like, enjoy yourself. I'm trying to watch this ball game, and I keep, oh yeah, girl, that's right. I
Hearts,
understand.
hearts. I mean, there are certain jokes that only he will understand, only he will find funny.
True.
Because we have goofy senses of humor, so not everybody finds our dumb sense of humor that funny. So
you're right about that. You are right about that. They're like, I didn't get it.
Thanks, Dr. B. So let's see. So the last time we did a Lovescope, we talked a little bit about the 5 hashtag relationship goals. We talked about the 5 love languages, and I just went back to kind of review and see. And his man cave. What, do you think that's important for a marriage to have a man cave? She's gonna have his man cave.
Absolutely.
Maybe.
Oh, no doubt.
So he can have his little separate area, go and get himself together. Yeah. If you can't have a man cave, maybe just having your own little office where you can sneak away and, do your own thing, or a patio outside, go and do that. He likes to smoke cigars every once in a while and
fantastic.
Do his thing. He is
I'm scoping his
double scoping.
Only because I'm not
Hi.
I'm reading.
Oh, you're on our scope.
Yeah, I'm hearting the scope.
Hi. Hello.
Right.
Authentic sunshine.
Sorry.
So the love languages, and I just kind of went back, to remind myself, and I think I'm still, essentially the same from Spaces Needed. Wanda agrees. Hello. I think it's still about the. It's from Mexico. I think I'm pretty consistent. I still like the physical touch. I still like the. What was the second one? The gifts. I'm still about that life, pretty much. I'm consistent. Yeah, I'm probably more leaning towards the words of affirmation now that we're getting a little bit older in our marriage, more mature. You don't think so?
Well, then there's also Amazon and other online shopping. So
what?
She just self gifts.
Whatever.
So
I
was going to buy you that, but you took care of it. So
touching gifts are everything. That's right. What's your favorite love language? I think it was like receiving gifts, words of affirmation, physical touch, quality time. That might be all 5.
I think it's just another.
Is there another one?
Yeah, but I think for me, it's really just words of affirmation. Like as long as I feel as though I'm being appreciated, I'm good. And that can be just as simple as, hey, thanks for whatever, fill in the blank. Which goes back to Friday night shout outs and those types of things that we used to do very regularly. We got to get back to those things.
We still do them occasionally.
Yeah, but I mean, I think that was. To me, that's a very important way to communicate something that was very clear. And
thanks for the hearts, guys.
I don't have a problem with the words.
Very good. Regular date night.
We do a lot of date night.
Yeah. How often do you get to go out? Authentic sunshine. We try to appreciate is big for men. That's right. Yeah. She's learning.
I first thought that said appreciation for big men.
That too.
I was like shocked.
Yes, weekly. Yeah, okay. So good. Yeah, so but gain weight from that happy wedding weight. Yeah, that too. Stop it, B. Yeah. Y'all being fresh. So frequent date nights as you can. We try to get out, I would say at least once or twice a month. Try to get creative, with the kids. So tomorrow, for instance, we don't have a babysitter for the anniversary night, but we're gonna try to get some lunch since he's off tomorrow. About people spending time with me and love him listening. Yeah. So Cynthia Joy is agreeing with the quality time and the gift receiving as her love language. So, all right. Well, you were so adorable. Thank you.
That seems
he's adorable.
He's adorable. I'm big. I feel like gift receiving tends to be a universal love language among the ladies.
Nothing wrong with that.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. I think that's great.
As long as you be honest with it and say that's what I like.
Yeah.
They're awesome to get. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. B.
Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Is that it?
What? Is that it? Well, I just want to say hi real quick. What else do you want to say?
I mean, I was taking a nap, right? And was rustled from my nap
hi,
to
Bat.
come and be in the...
Wait, is that Bat or is that Coven?
I can't tell. Probably Coven.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
I was
ask us questions
from my
if you want to.
To come and scope. So I took a whole shower. I put on some smell good.
Hey, Bat.
That's another thing. Try to smell good. Do a lot of smell good. Like right now, although we're scoping, I put on some smell good. I'm going to be in close proximity.
He smells nice.
Just little things like that.
Wash your parts, Bat. That's right.
Wash your parts.
That's right.
All day. Hit your hot spots. Bat,
Keep it fresh and clean.
So Bat is my brother. And so he and I, we know. Yeah, you got to keep it fresh and clean.
Yeah. Change your towel. You got to change your towels.
Swap them out.
Don't leave your towel. Don't use the same
Life
towel
lessons.
for like more than a week.
Yeah, he's a life lesson.
Yeah, just be cognizant of
Stay
that.
fresh.
Ladies,
Stay fresh.
I know on the weekends we get kind of tired. We get towel rotation is important. Keep that hair straight. Put a little lip rouge on. Keep it tight. Keep
You
it
took it
tight.
old school.
Y'all know many good single dudes over 40 won't have this stuff together. I'll keep an eye out, Cynthia. I'll keep an eye. Unfortunately, because we are an older married couple now. Most of our friends are older and married too. I say older, late 30s, early 40s. But we'll keep an eye out for you.
No doubt.
Cynthia, where are you, by the way? Where do you live so we can know where we're looking?
Thank you.
We're trying to keep our
Dr.
hair
B.
tight.
Yeah, I'm looking.
This really is for y'all today. We got up and got dressed just for y'all, really.
Yeah,
Seattle. Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
Nice.
Keep that in mind, Miss Cynthia Joy.
Now, are you able to travel, Cynthia Joy? Are you able to hop a plane?
No.
Well, older in the sense that
It's for us.
You got this. All right, so I'm an old 43, Donna Maria.
Thanks,
so
Pat.
at 43, for me, I think what makes us older, they say it actually keeps you younger, but I disagree. It's having young kids. So we have a 3 and almost 5-year-old.
No. Okay, all right. We'll keep that in mind.
Okay, no worries. So somebody out on the west coast. Okay.
52 is lovely. You're not 52, Donna Maria. Stop lying.
She be lying.
She ain't lying.
But anyway, so for me, being 43, but having 2 little ones, makes me feel more like I'm 78.
Cynthia wants to know how we met.
Much. At the club. You want to tell us?
Short version. Go.
All right, so we met at the club.
Short, abridged version.
Most folks on here will probably know. Yeah, that's how I feel. 78 with bad knees. So that's a little rough. Anyway, so we met at the club years ago, back in the 90s, right? And it was just a random night where we went out to, we had a mutual friend, this guy named Mike. I'll edit out some of the mean stuff. I'll go to the quick stuff.
Keep it going.
All right, so my boy Mike was a mutual friend of ours. I said, hey, I'm going out to meet a friend of mine. I said, all right, I'll go with you. I'll just do the wingman thing. So it turns out Mike and Nicole knew each other from school or from church. But Nicole is considerably taller than Mike. So I was like, well, that's weird if they're trying to
At
kick
the
it.
club.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Right. Donna Maria knows the story.
Whatever.
And so we hung out that whole night. Everything was cool. This was 98, 99, a long time ago.
Ricky Mike. Not that Mike.
Yeah, it's a different Mike. So then fast forward to 2006, my divorce had become final. She had just broken up with an ex-boyfriend and just sent me a note because I used to be a news reporter at one of the local TV stations. And we shut down our newsroom in March of that year. But I stayed on to start working.
Perfect timing.
Yeah, it was, exactly. I stayed on and started working in sales at the station. And because of that, they hadn't shut down the news website.
In the news.
And my web address
God's
was still
time.
available.
That's right.
That's right. So since the web address was still available, she sent me an email and was like, hey, I don't know if you remember me, but we met years ago down in Charleston at a club one night, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, you know what? I kind of remember that night. I couldn't pick you out of a lineup because it's, at that point it had been 7 or 8 years. But I said, I remember that night. I remember we had a really good time. Everybody had fun. I said, so, let's keep in touch. Emailed back and forth a few times. And then finally, at the time, she was in residency.
Yeah, pretty much. I wasn't quite stalkery.
Not quite.
But I was like, hey.
Close.
The internet, we got the internet for that kind of a thing. You're trying to find somebody, you can email, whatever.
Catch up. So
I have no shame.
So she ended up, we emailed back and forth, and then finally, several weeks in, we said, well, let's grab some dinner and catch up because we hadn't seen each other in years, and it would be great to just catch up, go out and grab some food or whatever. So she was on call.
Sometimes we live, that's right.
And had to be near enough to the hospital.
He wouldn't have known where to find me if I hadn't hunted him down. Soft stocking. Thank you.
So she ended up, we went to Red Robin just to grab a bite to eat. It wasn't a date or anything. We both had on sweats, and it was very much just a quick, hey, let's catch up and grab a quick bite while you're on call because she had to be within a certain distance from the hospital. So I said, all right, well, I'll come out. I'll meet you out and grab a quick bite. Ate, had a great time. Came home the next day. I was done. Shut it down. I was actually dating at the time, and I was like, yeah. That's done here.
See, you went to
moving I'm moving.
Well, no, he was already here,
direction.
Cynthia. He was already here. So he was like, he came to you.
I came to her in
Durham, right? Down the
in Briar
street.
Creek.
Down the street.
Yeah, so that was it, and then we've been together ever since. And then about 3 weeks in, I told her, I said, listen, I know you're just breaking up. You've been in this situation for like 6 years and all of this stuff. And I said, so what I'll do is I'm going to tell you something I've never told another woman. I'm going to give you the time to go out here and sow your oats and date and hang out and do what you want to do, because I know you're just getting out of this, 5 or 6 year long relationship. I said, so what I'm going to do is...
We got to link up. Authentic Sunshine?
No doubt. And so I said, what I'll do is I'm going to wait for you. So you can get that out your system. Go to the club, go hang out, go do whatever you want to do. But then I said...
That's right. Said, he didn't have any time for anybody else, Rod.
Yeah, it was two situations that were put to the side. So I said, listen, I'm going to wait, and I want you to get it all out your system. But then I did have one caveat, and I said, just keep in mind, you're not going to find anybody who's going to make you as happy as I'm going to make you. And she was like, well, let me weigh these odds. She's like, nah, I'm going to just ride with you. We've been together ever since. That was it. Yeah. And then like 3 months later, she was like, look, I think whenever you're ready to ask me, I'm going to say yeah. So I was like, all right.
When you find the right, didn't Steph Curry say that recently? He said, because he met his wife when they were in their early 20s. He was like, why wait? You find the one, that's it.
But I will speak on this, though. I will say that's one of the things about dealing with men versus dealing with little boys. That's one of the things we talk to a lot of our friends about. We do a lot of relationship therapy. There's a couch sitting right off to this side of the screen, and we call it couch time. And we'll have friends who'll come over going through stuff, and we'll just kind of talk with them. Not because we have perfected it, but because we have a perspective that we think will be helpful, and they think is helpful, and we tend to get good feedback from it. So we continue to provide the service, quote, service. And so anyway, one of the things we talk about is you have to recognize when you are dealing with boys versus dealing with men. Men are decisive. Men are not waiting for trying to see if there's something else available.
Play the replay, Dr. B. Yeah. Play the replay for him.
Yeah, I mean, it's the truth. I mean, that's one of the things that we've come to find out through experiences with our own friends. We have some friends who are making great decisions and they're moving forward. Then we have other friends who are still kind of floundering in this space of uncertainty. And so when I say boys, I'm not saying that they're not mature enough to make the decision, but they're just not ready to commit. Donna Maria is silly. But, there are a lot of guys who are not willing to make that decision to commit for whatever reason. And unfortunately, there are women who will chase him down to try to force him to make the decision. And he's like, nah, I'm not ready to make that move.
You cannot change an adult. So just, don't waste your time. Don't waste your time.
And I will tell you, one of the things that I heard that was one of the realest things I've ever heard, it was somebody explaining, I forget where I even heard it at this point, but someone was explaining the way relationships go between men and women. Said men marry to stay the same and women marry to change. Women marry to change. And what they mean by that is when men get married, they want to marry the captain of the cheerleading squad, and they want her to stay looking like the captain of the cheerleading squad 20 years down the road, even if she's 3 kids in and she's older and she's got other things going on. They still want her to look like the same little girl from high school. Meanwhile, women tend to marry because they see potential in these guys, and they're like, I can clean them up and I can dust them off and I can shave them down and I can make them out to be something.
Right.
And when you approach people that way, it's rarely successful because
I know we all gotta stay in the gym.
It's rarely successful because unfortunately we're not really built to behave that way. So I'm still the very same person that I've always been. I'm actually more authentic in who I am now than I ever was. And I think she would say the same for herself. Because we don't look to change each other. Our conversations are not about, you need to do this, you need to do that. that is a recipe for disaster. And I've seen that firsthand. I know how that goes. I know how that feels. I know the resentment that builds into that.
There will be an off season. Yeah.
You're going to have some extra.
But hopefully you're with someone who, I mean, that's not that's not the main reason they're with you, is for your outward appearance. And if they understand that life happens and hormones and babies and all that stuff, or just like, I think Authentic Sunshine said, you sit around being in love, gaining weight, and you're eating and go to sleep, right? Mm-hmm. You want to encourage each other to be healthy. You don't want to point out, you've gained weight and your clothes don't fit. Right. You want to, hey, let's go take a walk, honey, or you know what, we've been eating fast food all week. Let's cook it. You want to, right? All that cheese, the milkshakes. You want to encourage one another. So not make each other feel bad, but encourage one another. So, and thank God he's not been that judgmental with my changes.
Listen,
he's encouraging.
What I want is
teamwork.
Yeah, what I want. Nice. No, City Barbecue sounds like a good place to be. There's nothing wrong with that. Don't listen.
Good bottles in
it's a good.
Yeah, I know.
It's stupid. I know. But yeah, man. So you just have to. I think part of the way to to stay happy
City Barbecue
in that space is just not sweating those small things, man. Those things are not important. I mean, if you want to be 54, excellent. We'll check
City
that out.
Barbecue on 54.
You want to be healthy and all that. I get that. That makes perfect sense. But that can't supersede the fact that we still like to sit on the couch and enjoy each other and watch the same kind of movies and and I still think 7 years.
Tomorrow.
7 years tomorrow.
That's Wanda. That's my cousin Wanda.
Oh, hey, cousin Wanda. Hey. So I think you want to be able to to just be happy and to be healthy and to enjoy each other's company and enjoy spending time with one another, regardless of what that is. Like my mom and dad used to just love sitting in the house watching TV. They loved it. So it would have been tough if my father was the kind who wanted to jump up and travel.
That's Angelique. Hi.
And my dad wanted to travel all the time, and my mom was a homebody, or vice versa. That would have made it more difficult. But they were very like-minded in the things they wanted to do. When they retired, everyone's like, well, you all going to travel and you're going to see the world? They were like, no, we're going to sit down. We've been working for years. We want to relax. So we tend to share a lot of the same interests. So here's another thing. Oh, there we go. All right. So another thing. Thank you.
Thanks, Angelique.
Thank you. So another thing that I try to figure is a way that we can stay connected is you can have your own interest in whatever you like, but it's good when you can bring your interests between the two of you. Here's an example. I love politics. I'm obsessed with politics. I can watch all day. I have no problem leaving the channel on and listening to all the pundits talk and all that. So I love it. Love it, love it, love it. She does not love politics, right? But what we will do is we'll find a show about politics where she enjoys the storyline enough that she'll watch it, and then I'm engaged enough that we have something we do together, right? So it's not necessarily about the politics per se, but we're both able to feed a desire, and it allows us to spend time together, as opposed to I'm sitting in the basement watching MSNBC all day, and she's sitting upstairs watching something else on. We try to find things that we can bridge those gaps so that we can still spend time together and find interest in those things. Is that right? Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary. So just those little things. And I mean, it doesn't work with that all the time. Like she likes some reality shows. I'm like, all right, we'll go watch your shows and enjoy your shows, and I'll go watch something else. Or I'll go downstairs and sit on the patio and smoke a cigar or whatever. So you do have to still have your personal time and enjoy the things you do. You can't get so absorbed into everything that your mate is into that you then lose yourself, right? So that's one of the things that we have figured out early on. And I'm like, look, go do what you want to do. Enjoy time with your friends. I'm going to do a little bit of stuff that I do. But my things that I enjoy are very simple. I like to do photography, videography. Most of the stuff I like to do at home. The only thing I like to do that I'm obsessed with is going out and playing golf. And I haven't played golf all year. But I do love going out and playing golf. So I'll try to be considerate, and I'll try to wait until the girls go down for a nap. Then I'll go and play, Free eval coaching. And
she's doing a commercial.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
All right. Who was that?
Just share. I don't know.
Some random.
Just skip over. You have to keep going.
I didn't see. It was so big. I was like, hey. I thought it was all right. So anyway, right. So that's my little spiel on that.
All right.
You try to still enjoy yourself. Yeah, but don't lose yourself to your mate, because then you'll never be happy. Okay. You'll never be happy. So I think that's all the time. Is that it?
Yeah, we don't want to keep you all away from your other stuff on Friday. You would be great guests. Hi, thanks for sharing. Hi, Snappy Link. So guys, we just came on to say happy Sunday. No, what do you mean no? We gotta
That's
go.
What I'm saying.
No, we have things to do. We gotta go eat. Don't go.
Matt, she woke me from a
just
nap.
call us later. Periscope, it's not supposed to be for like half an hour. It's supposed to be like 10 minutes and done. Happy anniversary. Thank you. We'll do this again. We'll do this again. Love you too.
Love you too, Judy.
But no, we gotta get these kids. Somebody might stay married. That's right. These kids are waking up. We're gonna go get something to eat. Love y'all. Thank you so much for sharing our happy anniversary with us.
Yes.
Stay happy. Stay healthy. Date night. Give gifts. Little bit of girlfriend, boyfriend type fun stuff, but then come back home and be together. So, yeah, we got to go feed the babies. Yeah. All right, guys, thank you so much. For those of you all, if this is your first time joining me, thanks again. This is Doc Swiner, Dr. B. Smith, and all my friends have been so nice to share on Twitter and Periscope. I'll be back on Wednesday for Wellness Wednesdays. I do this twice a week, so, but this one I wanted to dedicate to hubby, because he's such a sweet face, honey bunches of oats.
I don't know. Listen, you can follow me if you want on SWD.
Follow him.
SWD 742. SWD 742. Just so you know, I'm never on here. Because I probably got 2 followers.
That's why I bring him on here. I invite him on so he can increase his situation. But anyway,
it's great. It's fun. But anyway, so. If you yes,
that's it, Dr. B.
742. Now, if I get enough people following, then I may get on more often. So share with your friends and all that stuff. And I may, I'll talk about random stuff. We'll talk about relationships. I'll talk about cupcake recipes.
Grilling meats.
Yeah, smokers, whatever. So it's been fun. We appreciate it. Thank you so much for all of the anniversary shout outs. I'm sorry I didn't dress up for the day.
Get your numbers up, Bronco.
I got to get my numbers up. That's what I mean. So if I get at least, if I can get 11 followers, then I'll go ahead and start scoping more. But so we'll see. But thank you all very much. We appreciate it. And enjoy the rest of your weekend. All right?
Bye.
See ya.